What's up, guys? That Really Gross Guy here. We are back, and today I wanted to do a speculation video with you guys. And I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. I have several speculations that I do want to talk about in the near future, but I thought this would be a good opportunity because, first of all, I do have some content that, or there has been some content that I have not covered yet on this channel, which is like the Lich system and the new Empyrean update, and that's coming very soon. I can talk about that a little bit more at the end of the video of what's going on with that. And then lastly is, if you guys want to stick around to the end of the video, there's also something that you guys may want to be able to try and get your hands on. A little giveaway that I have going, and it's going to be very, very, very short term. So I'll let you know how you can enter to win something pretty awesome. So anyways, the speculation I wanted to talk about today is a specific quote that the Lotus utilizes. And this quote, I personally think is a fantastic quote, and I think it gets overlooked quite a bit in the game, and I believe has more meaning than what we are initially led to believe. And that quote is, "Dream not of what you are, but of what you want to be." And that is a quote she uses in a cinematic quest. I won't go into spoilers yet, but I will let you know when certain spoilers are I'm about to give away some spoilers. I know most of you are familiar with all of the story of the game so far. However, I do know a lot of people find this channel through like mastery rank tests and stuff like that, and they may not have gone through all of the cinematic stuff. So I'll let you know when the spoilers come up. But the Lotus utilizes this, and she's speaking to the Tenno, and this is kind of an inspiring quote that she's trying to give to the Tenno, just to kind of spark some inspiration, and kind of give them a little bit of, I guess the best way to put it is independence. Kind of like the Tenno are trying to find themselves, trying to understand who they are and what's going on in the world. And yeah, there's, without spoiling anything, this I guess gives the Tenno some hope, something to achieve, some goals to set for themselves. And of course, as the Tenno are waking up, they have to kind of find themselves. Now this is where I'm gonna go in and spoil a little bit of the second dream, which is a very early cinematic quest, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with at this point. But if not, if you have not completed the second dream, this might be a good time to maybe skip towards the end of the video if you want to look forward to that giveaway. But anyways, in the second dream, when the Tenno wakes up, and the Tenno being the child that is controlling the Warframes, that wakes up from Lua, out of the cryopod, whatever you want to call it, and finally wakes up. This is something that the Lotus uses to kind of be the first voice the Tenno hears as a child, and to kind of give them hope and inspiration. And some people may not think that line has any more meaning than really that base level, like, I'm your mother and I want what's best for you. But I think there is more meaning than that. And like I said, I personally think this is a great quote, something that I take to heart, something that I may even get a tattoo of somewhere at some point. I don't know. Anyways, maybe the Lotus symbol with the quote. Anyways, so I think that the Lotus, this is kind of something that maybe the Lotus believes herself. This isn't just something that, I mean, I could be wrong with the recent revelations in the game, which we'll talk about, but I think this is something that maybe the Lotus believes in herself. I think the Lotus has some something, kind of some secrets or whatnot, something that she's not telling us. She wants to dream of what she wants to be, and she doesn't want to think of what she actually is. We'll just put it that way without spoiling anything yet. But I think the Lotus takes this quote to heart, which is why she also told this to the Tenno, because I think she believes in it in her own way. But getting into more of the apostasy prologue and into the Umbra, the Umbra scenario. If you guys have gotten through this point in the game, it's past the War Within, it's the sacrifice. When you get to that point, what you're gonna find is, well, number one, the Warframes are kind of an infested creation made by Ballast, a really awful, just not good. And when it comes to Lotus or Nata, which we find out in the Nata quest, like I said, this is all that spoiler territory. Now that we know that Margulis and Lotus are gone, are no longer there, as far as we know, are no longer there, and Lotus is actually Nata, a sentient, and yeah, so we're also not at this point. We're like, wow, Space Mom betrayed us. Space Mom is not good. She is evil, and I don't want to have anything to do with her. But what I think, in my own way, like I said, the Lotus, I think personally believes in this quote herself. I think the Lotus doesn't want to dream of what she is. She doesn't want to think or succumb to the idea that she is a sentient. She is, a tool. She is a weapon that is, by all the lore and whatnot, designed to basically betray and create chaos in order to allow for the sentients to come back and, or I guess, do with what they will of the universe, whatever you want to say. I guess, I don't know. Anyways, she is a sentient, but I think Lotus, deep down inside, wants to dream of what she wants to be. I think the Lotus is kind of I don't want to say he wants to turn her back on the sentients, but I think the Lotus doesn't want to turn her back on the Tenno. I think the Lotus has come to love and to love the Tenno. I think the Lotus has gotten comfortable in what is going on previous to these quests. I think the Lotus is happy with being Space Mom. I think the fact that she feels like a mother to the Tenno is genuine. I feel like there is a lot that she's shown us that is real, is true, that she does care about us and all that. And I feel like she's not just hidden, but maybe even forcibly removed certain aspects of herself, because I believe she the whole idea of being a sentient is not something she wants to be, something she can't control, but what she wants to dream of, or what she wants to actually be, is maybe a loving, motherly type character. And that's why she's suppressed all of this. I mean, it definitely could be some brainwashy type stuff, and I know when it comes to her relationship with Ballast and the Margulis whole thing, where she's took on the persona of Margulis or the Lotus, but she's not actually her, and her relationship with Ballast is or is not actually a real relationship because she's not actually Margulis, all this whatnot. So she is more of a spy, more of someone who is playing a character. I think she's gotten too comfortable with the character she was playing, and she no longer wants to, or maybe she just cares too much about the new role that she played, that she's turned her back on her real goals, for the reason why she became the Lotus. So I guess leaving it there, you guys can feel free to talk amongst the comments and stuff like that, but I guess what I'm pretty much leading, or pretty much the point I'm trying to make, is that the Lotus, as a sentient, and as a spy, as someone who is meant to bring about the destruction of the universe and the Orokin and everything else. I think that the Lotus has fallen in love too much with the current persona that she has portrayed. She's fallen in love with the idea of being Space Mom and being, a mother to the Tenno and maybe a guiding light to, the Tenno. That she's turned her back on her original goals. Maybe that's just, she's just really good at tricking us, and we're completely wrong about all this, but I truly think that this quote is more than just a line she used on the Tenno to win him over. I think this is something she truly believes deep down in her heart. Okay, maybe not heart, but deep down, I think the Lotus believes this quote personally. She takes it personally as well. So, anyways, yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? I definitely want to do other speculations. For instance, Ballas, and I'm curious if, and this is getting more and more unlikely as we see what is actually happening with Ballas. But I was curious if maybe Ballas has a little bit of a card up his sleeve. Maybe there's something that Ballas has yet to let anyone know. Is a thing. But I mean, now that we've seen what's happening with Ballas, I'm feeling like that's less and less true. But it could be very possible that Ballas has a secret weapon or a trick up his sleeve. It's also very possible that there is some information that Ballas knows that maybe, would be the ace for the Tenno to maybe destroy the sentients. Maybe there's something that, like, maybe Ballas is exactly where he wants to be right now. However, I don't necessarily believe that's true because of what's happening to him. But I am curious if Ballas is... I don't want to speculate about this too much, but I'm wondering if Ballas is playing the perfect evil genius, and at some point everything is going to fall into place and Ballas is going to be, the last one laughing. I don't know. I think that would be really interesting, even though, like I said, I think that's less and less likely at this point. But I'm also, a little curious about future Umbras and maybe the possibility of getting our hands on more Umbra frames in the future, which I know some people don't believe will ever happen, but Steve did in fact say that he would like for there to be more Umbras, just not necessarily everyone's gonna get an Umbra like we are gonna get Primes. I don't think that's gonna be the case, but anyways, yeah, and a few other speculations. But when it comes to the channel and the giveaway type stuff, I do just want to say that, first of all, the Lich thing, I've been kind of holding off on that because, number one, I feel like I want to kind of pick apart the Lich system because number one, I didn't do it at the beginning because I think this is just a very base level and watered down version of the Lich system, because we've seen that we're going to be fighting the Liches on, gigantic galleons and spaceships and doing like insane outer space combat with them eventually in the future, and then eventually Corpus Liches or something are going to be a thing. I don't know. Anyways, I did want to talk about that a little bit, but also kind of speculate on why the Lich system probably is going to undergo severe changes here in the near future. Well, I say near future, but I mean like the end of Empyrean, when Empyrean is like fully being realized, I guess. And then, like I said, Empyrean I haven't done yet because, number one, you need like 1 billion credits to make the freaking railjack. Anyways, I am finally building the last part as I make this video right now. So I'm building the last part of my ship so that I can go out and do a full-on video speculation and like how-to of how to get your hands on your own railjack. So anyways, and lastly, when this video goes up, I am going to set a giveaway for the the Avara Prime. Avara Prime Access. I have a giveaway, and that will be for 24 hours. You have 24 hours to enter the giveaway, and that is going to be on a Gleam link, which I am going to have. I'm pretty sure I can put that in the description without YouTube being like jerks about it, but I'm also probably going to drop it in Discord, so if you are a part of the Discord, you can do that as well. But it will be live for 24 hours, and the winner will be drawn. So because this video, you know, you're probably only gonna get maybe 10 views on this video because I have been an awful content creator and I haven't made any videos recently, so everybody's probably abandoned me. But I mean, I'm all right, anyways. So you probably have a pretty good chance of winning this thing if you want to enter. So we'll leave it at that. I'm also going to, just so you guys have a little bit of a heads up, those of you who have made it to the end of this video, I'm also going to have it's a single promo code, but I'm going to have it given away in my Empyrean video that I'm going to do. And it's a very small giveaway, but it has a little bit of platinum, and it's like the Empyrean bundle pack. It's like a little bit of platinum and a couple glyphs and a couple other things. But that's going to be a promo code coming in the Empyrean video when I make it. And then I think I have a couple other platinum codes coming your way, but stay tuned for Warframe videos in the near future. Most of those are going to contain some sort of giveaway / platinum code thing. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you made it to this point in the video, I greatly appreciate it. And hopefully, you know, you guys can enter for that giveaway and possibly win. Thank you guys very much for watching. I have to go to sleep because I have to get up for work, and I will see you guys in the next video. Blow!